I am in Pittsburgh, from Pittsburgh, and I even see there's some people from Pittsburgh. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here with us today. I direct the band at the University of Pittsburgh, and they asked me if I'd come today and tell you a little bit about that. And I've got some videos to show you about what we do, because maybe there's some of you all out there that might want to be in band someday. Do any of you play instruments already? Anybody play the piano or the violin? The tuba? Nope, not yet. Well, maybe we can inspire you to. You do, Zoe? Zoe, you do? That's you play an instrument? That's awesome. Savannah plays the guitar. Excellent, excellent. Well, I tell you what, I have a little program here I'm going to share with you, and we're going to get going. All right. So let's start from the very beginning. Hopefully you can all see my slides here. And I'm going to try to pull up the chat here so I can keep an eye on the chat as well, see if you all have any questions as we're going on. Actually, maybe it might be better, that might not work out so well, but I know that I've got some help there with Val. So, as I said, I direct the band at University of Pittsburgh, and I started out playing and singing in church. I went to Somerset Junior and Senior High School in Somerset, Pennsylvania, and I went to Penn State for college, and I went to graduate school at University of Illinois, and then again back at Penn State. And I've been the band director at a couple of different places. Iroquois High School, which is in Erie, Pennsylvania. I don't know if there's anybody here from Erie or that area. And Ramapo High School is in New Jersey, taught there for a while. Temple University in Philadelphia, and all the way out in Oregon State University. And now I'm at the University of Pittsburgh. And here I direct the marching band. That's my big job. You might see us at football games and be on TV at football games. We also play at basketball games and at volleyball games as well. So you might get to see and hear a glimpse of the band on TV from time to time. And I do it because I love it. I was in band in high school. I played the tuba and I loved it. And now that's what I get to do. That's what I get to do for my job. And so I wanted to kind of share with you today what we do and show you some of the, show you a bit of the band on the field, and kind of tell you about it, and then talk about what it takes to be at the band, to be with the band here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm not sure how to do this any other way, so I'm going to probably do this the hard way. I want to show you some videos of the band from the University of Pittsburgh, and I'm going to start with the thing that we like to do. One of the things that we like to do the best, if I can find it here. There it is. And that's our pregame show. Before the football game starts, the band comes out on the field at Heinz Field. We play at Heinz Field where the Steelers play. So this is Heinz Field where the Pittsburgh Steelers play, and it's also where our Pittsburgh Panthers play. And like I said, we start by playing before the game in our pregame show, which is something that all of us just really, really love to do. A little bit hard to see because it's a little bit far away, but you see the people down on the field right now. Those are our trumpet players. Video getting ready to start. We're going to play a fanfare. When it comes out, do a little fanfare. And if you watch at the left of your screen, you see a little bit of smoke. A little bit of smoke on the left of your screen coming. And you're going to see some drummers going to run out of there. Now there's a lot more smoke. Our drum line comes out. they do some playing. I'm going to show you some close-ups of them a little bit later. What happens next is all the rest of the band comes running out. You see some more smoke coming out of that tunnel.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your University of Pittsburgh Varsity Marching Band.
Play a little fanfare, we call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Pittsburgh proudly presents, under the direction
Anybody want to guess how many students are in the band?
Featuring our famous Golden Girls and our color guard, feature twirler Mia Crozell, all led by drum major Chrissy Shannon. Our city, and our own University of Pittsburgh with Hail the Pit!
With their school song, Hail the Pit. I'm going to pause it there for just a minute. Somebody asked if I'm in that video, and yes, I am. I don't know if you can see my arrow, but I'm right there on the 50-yard line. I get to conduct the band. I get to lead the band. Did anybody have a guess how many people are in the band? How many people do you think are out there on that field? 250? 50? 2,000? 2,000, that's a lot. Actually, it's about 300. We have about 300 students in the band at Pitt. 8,000 would be a lot. Somebody mentioned in the chat here, it looks a little bit like the military, and that's where marching bands came from. You know, when troops were marching to war, they wanted them to all march on the same foot, and they started with drums and fifes. You might, if you study someday you'll study the Revolutionary War if you haven't already, and they have fife and drum corps, and that's where marching bands started, actually, to keep the troops together as they were marching. And we've kind of developed in some other, some other directions. I want to play you one more little segment here of our pregame show.
Tonight, the Pitt band
fight song of our visiting team, and then our fight song. We got a lot of fight song clips.
Carolina.
Spell out.
Now we salute our Pittsburgh Panthers with the victory song and the Panther song. Now we salute our Pittsburgh Panthers with the victory song and the Panther song.
You got the idea.
Now we salute our
I don't know why the music keeps rebooting there, but you can see what we're doing.
The Panther song. Now we salute our Pittsburgh Panther song and the Panther song. Panthers with the victory. Now we salute our Pittsburgh Panther song and the Panther song.
All right, and you can see at the end we spell out what? We spell out Pitt at the end of our pregame show there. Yeah, exactly. So I've got another one I want to show you. Let me see if I can get to it. That kind of shows you some other kinds of things we do. I'm going to get rid of a bunch of these windows. Thank you for being really patient with me. I sure do appreciate it. We did another halftime show a little while back that I wanted to show you that I thought you might like, that has some cool pictures. One of the things that I like best to do with our band is tell me in the chat. Anybody have any idea what you think that might be? Any ideas at all what that might be?
On July 16, 1969, at 9:32 a.m.
That was the Earth from outer space. Hard to tell, isn't it? Yeah, it could look like a picture. All right, tell me what this next formation is coming up. What do you think it's going to be?
Apollo 11, this is the launch operations manager.
Yep, I'm on the floor going.
Headlock speed. The mission sequence starts. 6.
Yes, a rocket ship.
4. 3. 2. 1. 0. All engines running.
Look at that. There's the smoke.
Liftoff, 32 minutes past EO. Liftoff of Apollo 11.
Where do you suppose that rocket ship is going to go? Yep, up into space and then where? The moon, that's right. unfold this here a little bit. Show you a couple other formations that are kind of cool. What this is going to spell out. That's the spell. NASA, that's right. They're the ones that send the rocket ships up into space, right? Forward it again for you. We got a couple other cool formations. We got some dancing going on there. Well, what do you think this is? What's going on here? Yeah, a rover, that's a really good guess. A robot, I like that. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That's right. This show is all about landing on the moon. That's the lunar module. Landed on the moon. The first lunar module. So what we're trying to do there is kind of show the moon landing in that show. I'm sure they didn't have as cool a music as we did. Let me show you one other kind of cool thing that we did in this show that I think you'll like. See if you recognize it. Let's see if I can push it ahead here. Let's see where we're at. Okay, here we go. See if you can recognize what we're doing here. Well, let me back it up a little bit. What the heck do you think is going on here? Yep, somebody got it already. The American flag.
A patch honoring the fallen one, and a plaque on one of Eagle's sleds. It reads, "Here, men from the planet
Yep, Neil Armstrong.
on the moon, July
Spaceman doing the moonwalk. That's exactly right. Exactly
all mankind."
So that gives you some kind of idea about what we do and what we kind of try to put on the field. Now I've got some questions for you. What instruments did you see and did you hear? What do you think the highest and the smallest instrument is in the marching band? We're going to go from highest to lowest. Any ideas? What do you think the highest instrument is in a marching band? The drums. Yep, there's drums, there's trumpets. Ah, flute, there we go, yeah. At Pitt, we march with piccolos. All right. Let me see if I can do something here where you can hear a piccolo. Let's see if this is gonna work. Can you hear that? Give me a thumbs up, yeah. Yep, so that's the highest instrument in the band. And the next one down is, anybody got a guess? It's also a woodwind instrument. The clarinet. Let's see if we can hear a little bit of clarinet as well. We'll see how long this is going to take. Yeah, clarinet. All right. We also then, anybody have any ideas what other woodwind instruments that we have? Anybody want to guess? Saxophones. We got tenor saxophones, and we got alto saxophones. Everybody knows what a saxophone sounds like, right? See if I can get one here for you. Here it comes. That's a different song he's playing. And then the brass. You already heard me talking before. We got trumpets. Everybody knows what a trumpet looks like and sounds like, right? We've got mellophones. Anybody know what a mellophone is like? What's a mellophone like? Mellophone is kind of like a French horn, if you know what a French horn is. Let me see if I can play a little bit for you here of the mellophone, kind of the middle voice in our band. Oh, this is really good. Listen to this guy. He can really play. I like the mellophone. All right, and the next instrument is the loudest instrument in the band. In the chat, tell me, what do you think is the loudest instrument in the band? What instrument do you think could be the loudest? Don't say flute. Yeah, the drums can be pretty loud. The tubas could be loud. The trombone, that's right. Sabrina was the first one. Sabrina and Ramek. The trombone. You know what a trombone looks like, right? Let's see if we can hear a little bit of trombone. It slides. Yeah, exactly. Heck yeah, it slides. Ramek. He's playing pretty, but let me tell you, trombones can play loud. Another instrument we have like the trombone is a baritone horn. And it actually sounds a whole lot like the trombone, except you saw in there it doesn't slide. It has valves like a trumpet or a mellophone might. Let you hear a little bit. It's a little bit like the trombone sounded. All right, and the next instrument is my favorite, the best instrument in the whole band, and I will not be taking any questions. Anybody know what that is? The drum, that's not a drum. That's a sousaphone. It's the lowest instrument in the band, and I have a cool video. I don't know, I wish you could see it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but you can hear it. Sousaphone is also sometimes called a tuba, but it's the base of the band, the very bottom of the band.
West Valley High School in Hemet.
That's not a very good video. Anyways, you have to trust me. Best section in the band right there. All right, and the ones you've all been waiting for, the drums. Now the pit band, we have snare drums. We have what we call tenor drums. We have bass drums, and we have cymbals in the pit band. And I want to show you a video. Let me see if I can bring it up here so that you can kind of see them close up. Remember the pregame show that I showed you at the very beginning where the drums were kind of doing their thing coming out of the smoke? I want to show you that close up. I saw some people in the chat were really liking the drums. I appreciate that. I really like the drums too. Second. You guys are awesome for being so patient here. I'm gonna do something kind of funky here and stop the share. And then I'm gonna share again. Close up on your drum. See that, Val? We can see it and hear it?
Yes, we can.
Bass drums? Let's go from the beginning. That's the whole bunch. Let me take this back from the beginning. You want to start? There's the snare drums in the front with a big old panther right there. Getting ready. Smoke we're gonna run through. The crowd really likes them. And that's our drums. That's our drum section. They keep us moving. Here I'm gonna go back to my little presentation thing again. Let me see if I got this right. And we also had out on the field, if you saw people spinning flags, and our majorettes, our twirlers, were out there as part of the band as well. So all of those instruments, those are things that you could do someday, and you could be, whether it be at Pitt or anywhere else, you could certainly be. You can certainly be in the band somewhere. Let me get back to now. I'm going to kind of move along here a little bit. But as you get older, you'll have chances, I hope, in school maybe to learn to play instruments. And if you want to play in a band like Pitt someday, it's all about practicing, maybe taking lessons, visiting schools that have bands, and so forth, and taking part of band in high school and in middle school, and getting all the opportunities that you can to join us someday on the college level. And the college, if you hopefully you'll have the opportunity someday to go to college, and you'll be able to play in the band even if you're not majoring in music. All those students, we told you there's 300 students in the band at Pitt. Almost none of them are music majors. You don't have to be a music major. You can study anything you want and still come in and be in the band. Bands usually have auditions before school starts, and they get you going as soon as school starts. You can be part of the band there. How good do you have to be to participate? Most schools try to find a way for everybody who wants to play. And often if you played in your high school band, you'll be good enough to play in your college band. And there's some schools, some of you maybe only learn online and have never been in a marching band. That's okay. Most marching bands We'll teach you how to march and how to be part of the band if that's what you would like. Do you have any questions for me, I guess, after all of this? I thought I would just kind of show you what we do and see if there's any questions that you all have, how you could maybe do this someday. We would love to see you at Pitt. We would love to see you at Pitt someday. By the way, you can go to YouTube, and if you search for Pitt Band, we're going to be there. We have our own YouTube channel. Why do they run through the smoke? Because it's cool. It's cool, especially on a rainy day. It looks really, really cool. How do we choose who makes the band? We do auditions, but mostly, like I said, we're going to take as many people as we can. If you play in band in your high school, we're going to have it. There's a really good questions. Are you guys doing it during COVID? We did not doing it during COVID last year, unfortunately, because, well, of obvious reasons, but we're getting ready to do it. We're getting ready to do it again live. Somebody was saying they were interested in that last video that I showed. Let me try to find that. I'll try to put the, yeah, this one. I'll put that video link in the chat if you would like to look at that again. How does that sound? How many years have I been at Pitt? I'm starting my 9th year, my 9th season at the University of Pittsburgh. In fact, we just had a camp this weekend where we had our drummers and our twirlers in to get ready for the fall. Any other questions we can answer? What is the age? These are college students, so anywhere from 18 to 22, 23. They all go to the University of Pittsburgh. Again, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat there. Do you go against other bands? Sometimes we do see other bands. Our bands, college bands don't compete like high schools do, but sometimes we show up at high school shows just to be kind of the feature, be the feature band. Yes, the video I sent is appropriate. That's the video that we just watched of the drummers close up. When did Pitt start? Pitt started in 1780, I believe it was, and the band at Pitt started in 1911. So I see a lot of you're putting your ages there, 6, 8, 10, whatever. You've got lots of time to practice, and hopefully we'll be able to see you in the Pitt Band someday. I'd love to have you all in the Pitt Band someday.